I want to just take a moment to thank the Rockefeller Foundation for their great help, getting this organized starting 4 or 5 years ago and making such an impact as they have, and Sam Myers and company for being the lead on this. So to the two of you and all of you, thank you very much. It's a real pleasure for me to be here and to be able to be engaged in this. Yesterday in Washington, it was about 92 degrees. It was unbelievably hot in every way. As we gathered, the numbers of people pouring in was really impressive. And coming out of that day yesterday, I felt I'd not seen anything quite like this, anything that underlined as much as yesterday the sense of urgency of where we are, until beginning with that panel here this morning, where we also got a great sense of the interconnected nature of the challenges that we all face. The mission, it seems to me, is very nicely organized. One of the core tenets of planetary health is that we need a new relationship between humanity and Earth's natural systems, and such a shift can only occur with an activated global public. That's what we want to talk about today, is this, in the remaining session, an activated global public and how we go about doing that. I've been in politics most of my life, and most of that has revolved around a growing theory of change. For most of my lifetime and most of your lifetime, our sense of how change came about was from the top down. That if we provided the right kind of leadership framework and the right kind of people on the ballot and provided science to people and had good press and good information going out, that people would understand that, they would look at that, they'd read it. We could focus our time and effort organizing increasingly in the last 15 years, say, on the grass tops. And it was from that we would arrive at the sorts of changes that our globe needs. I think we've now come to understand that is a really inadequate model and not an approach that's going to get us from here to the urgent future that we all would like to see. Rather, change in the United States has not come about because of top-down grass tops movement. It's come about from the bottom up. If you think about everything that has gone on of real note, I think, in our lifetimes, if you look at the civil rights movement, look at what's happened in women's empowerment in the country, think about the environmental movement, the Cuyahoga River and the Channel in California, look at Ralph Nader and the consumer revolution. These are all items that did not begin by top-down activities, but they all began because people organized to make a change, organized because they felt a set of shared goals. How we organize, how we relearn this lesson, and how we take advantage of the extraordinary momentum that is out there, both because we have better information, but also because we understand the urgency of the political situation in which we find ourselves, and people are responding. How do we organize to take advantage of that? That's what we want to talk about this morning.